Yes, to reiterate, if anyone in the questions does have any questions, if anyone in the chat does have any questions for me or George, don't have to be Pauper related. We don't really know that much about Pauper anyway. Feel free to ask us in the chat. We will happily go off on tangents about anything that you feel deem interesting enough for us to talk about. I don't know what James is playing. Could make for an interesting game. I believe. Looks like James is going first, whatever he's playing. Let's start this timer. James playing Tron. Looks like he's got an island, a haunted fengraf, 2 stars, a map, a mole drifter, and an ancient stirrings in his hand. I am unsure what to do with that hand. Katie looks like she has 3 Timberwatch elves. 3 Timberwatch Ranger? Timberwatch elf, I was right. 3 of these chaps. Except the correct version, which looks like this. Yeah. So James will be trying to assemble lots of Tron lands, as is mine, power plant, and tower, which assembling all 3 will give him 7 mana. He will then play big things and or reasonably big things, such as mole drifters for their real cost rather than invoking them. And stuff like that. Katie's deck is designed to play lots of little elves and then play stuff like this, which she can tap and untap multiple times to buff all the elves into oblivion and win the game. Elves. I've decided that James is playing Tron.
Yes, I believe he is. Would you like anything from McDonald's?
Jesus. I don't know. I already owe you money.
For this, so...
For this last time.
Yes. Katie has made a request, which is please don't hate her if she plays elves badly.
That's fine.
We should update these totals. I'm guessing they're 1-1.
Are they 1-1?
Well, they're third table, so that makes most sense.
Fair enough.
Oh, and you even did the bottom one, which only got updated at the end of last round.
Nice, well played.
I'm good at this. Well, it's the easiest thing to forget because it's right at the bottom of the page.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm imagining this is a pretty bad matchup for elves. Well, no,
I'm unsure. I don't remember ever having played it.
Yeah, he's definitely on Tron. He just drew a Tron land.
Yeah.
However, the most important part of the Tron deck is white bordered, which is the lands.
The lands, yeah.
So power plant, double forest, very pretty white border forests. She drew an Elvish Mystic for the turn there.
Oh.
And played it.
Drew an Elvish Mystic and played it rather than...
No, she drew the Elvish Mystic for the turn. So next turn she'll have 3 mana.
Sure.
Which I feel is better if you've got a Visionary, because if you play it and don't draw a land and you draw a 1-drop, you can definitely play it as well.
So she's got a Visionary, a Branch Walker.
Whoa! Nelly. Why would you play and break a bauble instead of mapping? Because you drew a mine off the top like a true Tron player.
Because he wants to fire spout this thing.
That's not terrible. But the Elves player had turn 2 lands and then played a mana dog. Probably don't need to worry about mana. Here's the Visionary.
This is the Visionary again.
I will say Katie's Jacket is quite nice.
Lots of stuff going on with the jacket.
I do like that.
I'll just let you 10 quid.
I need to change where it's getting delivered to, or it's about to go to my house.
Katie's also holding a Vines of the Vastwood, which is not a usual one that I've seen in lots of elf decks, but I haven't changed my elf deck since I made it. So.
What's the address? 9
St. Gregory's Alley?
It is St. Gregory's Alley.
It's definitely St. Gregory's Alley, I don't know the number. 9 St. Gregory's Alley. NR2 1ER.
Yeah, that's fine. Delivered to door, Athena Games. Please bring to bottom floor and say this is for the stream. Done. Also, don't forget straws.
Have you ordered a milkshake?
No. But the last time I ordered, they also didn't bring a straw for my normal drink.
Oh, fair enough.
I was like, really? So James is at 15.
Meanwhile, James is at 15, because life totals don't matter.
How is he at 15? Oh, Vines. Vines.
Fine. So Katie's last play was attacking and vinesing onto an Elvish Visionary. So Katie has had a hella slow draw, and James has found his last Tron land that he needs.
It's not as bad as Modern. She's in about to get canned.
She's not about to get canned. She could get crushed.
Yeah.
She's not gonna.
I love the ramp targets in this format. Like, there's recently been the blue-black Tron deck, which plays Din Rover Horror
Nice.
as its ramp target. I was like, what?
Din Rover
Seagate
Horror.
Oracle.
Seagate Oracle with some mana floating because he used a mine. That one's a mine, even though it looks a bit towery.
Yeah, I know.
I believe the actual name for that one is Urza's Mine brackets Tower.
As is mine, it's not a tower. Seriously, don't get confused. You'll be cheating if you play Khan off 2 mines.
Yeah. Like, they all have names, right? So this is, I believe... oh, that's not Rockin' Pot. Rockin' Pot's the other one.
That's just Boiler.
Is it just Boiler?
I like B.
Oh, it's a bee getting electrocuted, isn't it?
Yeah, a bee getting electrocuted.
It's a bee getting electrocuted.
No, it's like providing the power.
Oh, sure, yeah, for the power plant.
Yeah, that makes
It's another
way more sense.
Fire... Not fire, that's the wrong.
It's Firebolt.
Firebolt. Taking
Fire something.
Fire card name. I will say this. I've played against Firebolt a number of times. Firebolt is completely miserable for elves to try and play against. Here is a Nettle Sentinel from Katie.
Now Sentinel, what a card.
Fantastic card. Unfortunately, for Katie, James is going to try and probably... oh, he doesn't have any more red mana, so that's beneficial.
Cool. I might just pop downstairs and let them know. I'll do it. Sure. I did ask Chris if he wanted anything. And he was like, no. And I was like, alright.
Well, he can't, he's at work.
Well, he can have food.
On his break, which you presumably already had.
Could have drinks. That'd be really bad, but... Or, you know, some melted cheese.
So, this is going to be a
Muldrifter. Muldrifter, again. Who wants to play Divination?
When you could pay two more mana and stick a 2/2 on it.
It has Divination on it. Because Evoke is the Divination.
True.
Like, Wizards find ways to make us play bad cards all of the time.
Yeah.
Like, why would you play Divination? But it's a 2/2.
Yeah.
Play Break Map.
Like Divination, but can get stifled.
It's like Divination, but it's not.
But it's
Here's
different.
a mountain. Respectable choice of Veronique Mongard Mountains.
That is the correct mountain.
It is. However, the
weird
incorrect
archy bit.
island. That's a bowl.
That's a big old bowl. I like the floaty bowl.
Gross, right? It's not Avon.
I'm not going to type in island.
Why? It's really easy to find.
Oh, it's like this. Yeah. Zendikar.
Oh, baby!
It's Vincent Price. Yeah. Is
Mongard's is the best one.
Is Veronique the one with the... Yeah, that's the best one.
Yeah.
The one with the hedron stuck in the side of the thing with the little glare around it.
The thing, a cliff.
A cliff.
Its name's Richard. Just Katie's getting destroyed by the sea.
Katie is getting destroyed.
I mean, she's been stuck in 2 lands this whole time. That's a lead, the Stampede, that just doesn't do anything.
I think John Avon's one might be the worst. Oh no, Young Park's
Yeah,
It's the least,
it's
the
a
most
bit
boring.
dark. If it was lighter, I'd love it, but...
Yeah.
Oh man, that's really bad that we're just talking about the Zendikar Islands. But 2 mana for elves and not having that. That Mystic would have been great to survive.
Yeah.
I think she's down to 16 now.
She's down to 16.
Let me guess, with your McDonald's, you've ordered a Fanta.
I think I did, actually.
Wow, what a surprise. See, I don't like Blue Red Tron in Pauper. I just feel like it doesn't have enough.
No?
It just doesn't...
Oh, it's not Blue Red. He's playing Ancient Stirrings as well.
It's Rug.
He's playing Team of Tron.
Rug Tron's not bad. There's
you
Rods.
You need the red, though, so you can win with Rolling Thunder.
Rolling Thunder.
Rolling Thunder. Which is a fantastic name.
Sounds like the name of a car. Actually, it reminds
Hey,
me
Kay's got a
of...
third land!
It reminds me of the advert from Grand Theft Auto Vice City, where they're just like advertising a new car, and it's like the previous one was called the Lightning, and it's just like, you all loved our previous car, the Lightning. What happens after lightning? It's thunder. It's just like, that's the entire advert. It's just people being like, oh, if you got struck by lightning, be sure you don't get hit by the thunder. It's like, why?
Yeah.
The new Mayatsu Thunder. Rolling into dealerships soon. Thunder.
So this game should be fairly easy for James.
Yeah,
for James
I feel
to
like
win.
Elves is fine in this matchup, honestly.
I think Elves is great in this matchup.
If
but
you can go
it needs to do not
1,
what
2,
Katie's
3,
done.
like, you have, well, she might look into 5.
True.
And,
She her first hand had 3 Timberwatch Elves in it.
oh man, that's
Just an
so
instant
bad.
mulligan.
Except from then you just go Manadork and then all of my guys.
Yeah, you're like, dudes.
Dudes. Like, cover of the song
dudes.
Girls by Duran Duran.
Just dudes.
Oh look, it's a Tramulet. No, that's a...
It's a prism. It's a
That's
prophetic
a
prism.
prophetic prism because he drew a card.
It's not Traveler's Amulet.
It looks like a Tramulet.
It looks a little bit like a Traveler's the Innistrad one.
Yeah. No, I was thinking more of the other one where it's a crystal.
I think there are... How many Traveler's Amulets have there been?
A couple. So you've got... It's this one I was thinking of.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then the Innistrad one's a bit more like, ooh. And the
It's a bit
Origin one's
spoopy.
just like, oh.
Oh.
The Innistrad one's a bit spoopy.
It's just a little bit spoopy. That is a barbarian ring. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. It's whatever the red
Look at the
cycling
commentary!
land
Look
is.
at the plays!
It's whatever the red cycling land is. Something
It's
cave.
Like, yeah, terrible.
Something cave. James has cycled something
They're
cave.
from Tempest, right? It's about to literally just search for Tempest. I don't know what it's called. Off the top of my head. I've played it so many times.
Cave.
No, it's something Crater, right? Maybe.
Pretty sure it's cave.
That's it's
Branch Walker.
There we go.
Elvish Branch Walker. Yeah, animates a land. It's bad.
Yeah.
I wouldn't play it.
You'd rather play Huntsmaster.
I play Listen on the Huntmaster
Lissalana
as a
Huntsmaster.
4 of because it's the best card in Elves. Colin does not.
What was it? Was it... No, it was Mark I drafted Lorwyn with, and we had Huntmaster, and we got past like 2 perfects. Oh, such a brutal deck.
Yeah, you can tell they messed up with the rarities of some of these cards.
No, they were all like that though. That entire format is just full of ridiculous cards.
Yeah, ridiculous cards.
We played against like the full on like fairy rogue, like the rogue deck.
Yeah.
And just got ruined by a mixture of flies and earwig squads. That was game 1, and then game 2, 3 we were just like, we're just gonna elf you out.
Yeah, that's
There we go.
It's a Rolling Thunder for the win for
It's a
James.
Rolling Thunder.
To win.
Foot win.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I think we're still in the this game's going to last 40 minutes mode where we actually need to concentrate on these games.
Yeah, I should
Stuff
probably go
happens.
let Chris know that my delivery will technically go downstairs.
Oh yes, do that.
I'm doing it quickly while they're sideboarding.
Alright, so sideboarding. Katie's bringing in Penumbra Spider, probably some amount of artifact and/or enchantment removal. Which I'm not sure. I'm not sure how good that is against Tron. James will 100% be bringing in anything that says damage and all creatures and/or cop greens if he has them. I think there are 2 Tron lands in his sideboard. It's odd. It's a Fengren Marauder and Katie Sideboard, not horrific. It's Viridian Longbows. That's a green card. Moment's Peace. Penumbra Spider. 3 copies of Gleeful Sabotage. A Fengren Marauder and 2 Viridian Longbows. Looks to be the stuff that Katie is playing with. Looks like James has brought in Circular Protection Green, a Flame Slash. He's got his own Fengren Marauders. Some of it just taken out. Yeah, unfortunate game 1 for Katie. Hopefully her game 2 starting hands are a bit better and she gets to keep some of them. The ideal thing to do with when playing the elves is to lead with an early Nail Sentinel and Birchlaw Rangers synergy thing, pump out a load of elves, hopefully with an Elvish Vanguard in play, and then just make an enormous thing and beat your opponent senseless with it.
Right, that's all sorted.
That's all sorted. Katie has brought in a Fengren Marauder.
That's the whenever an artifact goes to the graveyard, you gain 5 life.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good card.
It's a good card.
And it's also the card that randomly got included in the blue-black deck I copied. So
It
it was
is.
listed as blue-black-green.
Yep. So she's brought in... I think she brought in Moment's Peace, which I don't agree with.
Which one's Moment's Peace?
The Fog with Flashback.
See, that's not terrible.
It's not terrible, but it's not what you want. I think she's brought in Viridian Longbow as well.
That's fine.
Which is fine.
Get some damage in,
Yep.
chip in, everything
By
else.
the looks of it, she took out not Murphic Branch Walker. Elvish Branch Walker.
Yeah, that's good call.
Good call.
Good call.
Cards trash, good call. And lead the Stampede.
Yeah, I can agree with Lead the Stampede. You just want to get as many things in play as possible.
I
Do
don't-
a bit of punching.
I don't play Lead the Stampede, I play the blue one. Which draws more cards.
Yeah, but this is just green.
Yeah, I play the green blue version.
I like Lead the Stampede. I've seen people play it in Modern and disagree with that entirely, but...
People play it in Modern Elves, which I disagree with entirely, because they cut Chord of Calling for it, which is just wrong.
Yeah, it depends on the type you're playing. Because I've seen a lot of ones without, like, the all-in, like, Archdruid deck. Whereas they don't have, like, Shamans or combo in there. Although I saw a guy posting...
I play a very weird version of it.
The Modern group I am on Facebook in. A guy was like, oh, some people disagree with it, but I think Shaman of the Pack and Vizier combo belongs in Elves together. So, bit of an odd one, put this together, and it was just the stock list. I was like, that's normal. That's a deck.
Wow.
It's called Combo Elves.
Yeah, so that's what I play. I play
Abs and Combo Elves.
I play the Vizier combo. I also play the full playset of Shaman of the Pack, because that card is amazing.
It's a great card. I hate it. But I play Tron now, so I really don't care about elves.
Yeah, Tron's a bit of an issue for elves.
I've also got possibly new sweet stuff for Ponza. I need to pick up some Trinispheres.
Trinisphere. I like the idea of Trinisphere in Modern.
I play them down too.
You can tell one.
You can. You shouldn't.
Why not?
Because that's a terrible idea.
Why?
Well, the reason you play in Ponza is because you don't play any 2-drops. You play 10 1-drops, and the rest of it is either land or beef.
See, I'm thinking of putting together that similar kind of strategy, but like a mono red, Blood Moon, Trinisphere, Chandra Torture Defiance, big thing deck.
You have to play Bolt in that deck, and you can't play Bolt.
No,
Trinisphere.
you don't have to play Bolt in that deck.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
Katie has a keepable 7.
Katie's got a Landmore Elves. Hooray for Landmore Elves.
Landmore Elves.
Let's see if James flame bolts.
Insta-flip.
Flipperder.
Welcome to the Sims commentate. Yeah.
It's a flame
There's
slash.
a flame slash. He got slashed with flame.
Slashed with flame. Okay, he's got more land.
And more elves.
More elves.
It's
this one's a
elves.
Quirion Ranger.
That's a great elf. It's
James is going to read it.
Legacy.
She's also got Quirion Ranger.
Thing. It's elves.
These would have been absurd if Lammer Elves had been alive.
That's a game. So much mana.
I have won games of Elves where I've had 0 land in play.
Yeah.
I've had like 4 land in my hand, and Quirion Ranger's just been going like, pick up your land, pick up your land, pick up your land, abuse the things.
Untap all the things.
Yep.
Oh, look, it's Shouty Face.
it's Shouty McMine Face. So James has some Tron lands, some trinkets, a Mole Drifter. He's got a Chromatic Sphere.
Yeah,
map.
it's mostly just lands and bauble.
That's a prism.
That is a
Tap
prism.
this. Sacrifice.
I will respect the man for tapping these things. I just generally tap 2 mana and put them in my graveyard when my opponent's
That's an Ancient Stirrings.
Off the top.
James is going to have a look at the top 5 cards of his library and reveal an colourless card from among them.
Don't forget, lands are colourless.
Lands are
except Dryad Arbor.
Except Dryad Arbor. Let's see what he takes. That's
a rod.
Power Plant.
He's 1 by 1 looking at his hand to see if he has a tower. He might.
He's taken the Tron land.
So Katie's recently moved into playing Modern. And she played against Dan Lyle in round 1 of an event. And then me in round 2.
Aristocrats.
She was playing Solstices that night.
Oh, no.
And she played against Tron 2 rounds in a row. And it did not go well.
That's gross.
It's, yes, definitively gross. What happened? Well, I got this lands deck. I'm like, oh, I know what you played against.
Let's see what Katie chooses to do with her turn.
I guess and play a land.
Play a land. I think she's going to play this Branch Walker. In this exact scenario, she's attacked with both the Quirion Rangers.
Which is
fine.
We should do.
She's played a Branch Walker, which is also fine.
That is a card.
This is why I don't like Elvish Branch Walker, because it interacts terribly with Quirion Ranger.
Yes. That's Merfolk Branch Walker. What?
Is it called Branch Walker? Branch Waker.
Okay.
Nope. Branch. Bender.
Branch Bender.
Elvish Branch Bender.
So this is the card we're talking about. It's not terrible.
Oh, it doesn't... Okay, sure. I thought it was... works as the number of forests you can draw. Okay, sure.
No, it's number elves.
So, Katie can choose, and should choose, to turn all of her lands into 3/3s and kill James.
Or draw a card.
Or draw a card.
Which is fine. And to be fair, this is also fine.
This is also fine. But, had she... Oh, no, hang on. She can't make all of her lands into 3/3s because she has to bounce 2 of them.
Yeah. In fact, what she managed to do is make 2 lands into creatures.
It's terrible. I don't like it.
It's not abysmal. I have seen worse.
I've seen worse. I've seen better.
The food is nearly here.
Excellent.
And then we're going to have to get angry comments saying you shouldn't eat on stream. Well, you should try not eating since midday. And it's 9 o'clock at night. Like, I had to go home from work because I had such a terrible migraine. Oh, cool. Yeah, look at this.
What's she done?
She's not realised that land is now summoning sick.
Oh, Katie.
Will James notice?
He's a judge.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, she realised, I think.
Yep.
I think she did and went, ah.
She counted, just like, yep, it's got summoning sick.
What she could have done is tap... Because Quirion Ranger just says untap target creature, right?
Yeah.
Could tapped it when it's tapped. Bounce another forest. Untap that creature. Or does Quirion Ranger only untap target elf?
Oh, I think it's untap target elf.
Let's just look at Quirion Ranger so I'm not like...
There it is.
Oh, there's too many Quirions. Yeah, you could just... Could have
creature.
done it that way.
Yep, so there's a shenanigan that she could have done, but she has not.
You could technically go and fix that, but I won't. Oh no, he just firebolt. He's going to kill the branch.
No!
Which is just brutal. Although it really doesn't matter because Katie is just going to punch her in the face repeatedly.
Boo, hiss, boo.
Tiny little dudes. Effeminate race of forest dwellers. I hate elves.
What's
but
wrong with
I love
elves?
them.
Elves
I love
are
it in
great.
Legacy. Elves in Legacy. It's my kind of jam.
I can't do Legacy Elves.
I can. It's so easy.
It hurts my brain.
It's real easy.
Yeah, but...
I learned to play it on Modo.
I've played Legacy Elves once. This may have been like I played Legacy Elves once. I proxied it up. I played it against some people, and I spent an entire turn bouncing and recasting an Elvish Visionary and achieving nothing. Oh my god! Our food has been brought to us by Chris.
I feel like I should give you a tip.
I mean, no, it's
I don't have any. I do have cash, but you're working.
No,
So.
that's right. She came downstairs and was like,
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
Instead of having tried to navigate her way to here, I just did it.
Yeah. Did they get the straws? Oh man.
Meanwhile, it's still James's turn. He's going to firebolt the Elvish branch bender. Branch bender, which is now the name of the card because we worked it out. It's Katie's turn. She's
got some elves.
She got some elves. She's got some stuff.
James is just
showing us his
removal.
hand. Yep. Hey, he got straws.
Put them in a different bag.
Katie's playing a Penumbra Spider.
That is a really good card.
Which is a very good. It's
that Mole Drifter does not match up well against the 2/4 that becomes a 2/4.
Yeah, there was a whole load of Penumbra.
There's a load of Penumbra. There's Penumbra 1.
This is Penumbra Spider. It's got words.
When it dies, it creates a copy of itself.
Yep.
That's yours. Well, no, that's got yours in it. I apologise for the background noise.
Hopefully it will fix at some point.
Maybe when George stops putting all of his food everywhere. Gucci. That's a right proper.
Why do you have a cool box?
Because I ordered a signature burger.
Oh, look at you.
It's from the signature collection.
Ooh, fancy.
I've never had it before.
So Katie's adopting a flunge technique.
Yeah, where you just... What? It's got 2 health bars.
Yes. One of them's died. James is taking 3.
Yeah, I mean, this is the chip-in strategy you often apply. They put 2 lids on there.
What?
Yeah, it's got 2 health bars. Yours does as well. It's like, huh? Why have I got 2 health bars? It's because now it won't spell when they're driving on her moped.
That's very sensible.
Apologies for that noise. We are a professional Stram.
We are stremming professionally.
Oh no, we got a flashback to kill a Quirion Ranger.
It's a flashback of a fireball, is it?
Yep.
Cool.
It's a flashback of thing. Yeah, fireball.
Thing to kill stuff.
I love fireball. I think that is a great magic card.
Fireball is a very good magic card. It's incredibly irritating to play against as a person who plays lots of little creatures.
That's so true. I draft it a lot in cube. Probably too highly.
So James has played a Finger Marauder, which should stop Katie being able to win the game.
Should. I'm waiting for Katie to play hers.
But James isn't racing at this point. He doesn't need to.
You could start chipping in with the Mole Drifter here.
Not Penumbra Spider.
Oh yeah. My bad. Mustn't forget that.
No, it's an important thing. I think James should probably start smacking in with the
Marauder.
Yeah, the Marauder should smack in. Because if Katie sacrifices her entire team to block it, you've killed 5 elves or whatever, 3 elves.
You've killed many elves. Many elves died to bring us this information.
That's some life gain.
What a silly card.
What, Finger Marauder?
Yeah. It is just so good.
It doesn't need to say 5, does it?
No, it could say 3 or 2.
Mm.
And it would be great. Make Fengreen Marauder great again.
Rather than insanely overpowered.
in a format that's not regulated. It's fine.
Well, yeah.
It's a great format. I do
Look,
like
James has
Pauper.
got another firebolt.
Thank you, James.
Rip elves.
Rip elves. But that's a spider.
Katie should have found a Timberwatch elf.
That would have been great.
And then this matchup would have been completely different.
This just feels like she's gotten really unlucky.
Yeah. She's drawn way too many land as well.
Room.
Yeah. 3 is more than 1.
Oh, on the penumbra spider.
The blowout.
He can't. He can't because it's a flame slash.
Whoa! James has been completely blown out by Vines of the Vastwood.
And you were dissing it earlier.
I was dissing it earlier.
You were like, oh, who played Vines of the Vastwood? Somebody who's anticipating Fangren Marauder then. / removal spells.
James having a look. This is horrific slow play by James.
Yeah. Entirely agreed to that, so.
He knows you can't do anything about that.
Well,
Hooray!
I would have sacked the Expedition Mapper in response.
Yes.
Gained another 5. So James has to use Flame Slash.
Yeah.
Oh wait, he can't.
No?
It's still got vines on it.
Oh, of course, it's still hexproof as well. I forgot
It's
what
not
that is.
hexproof.
Oh, it can't be talking about spells or abilities your opponents control.
Yeah, which means if you do it to your opponent's spell site, they can still target it.
What?
Oh no, so people always like vine in effect. You vines their opponent's spell site, so you just draw another vines.
That's brilliant.
And then they're like, oh, you can't redirect my spells to it. It's like, no. You're saying it can't be targeted by spells your opponent controls. So your opponent can't target it with their own spells. But they can still redirect your spells to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's tracking who cast the spell. Judge facts with Lorna.
Right. Kate is going to have to do some impressive things to win this game. Especially in the face of that circle protection green that James just drew.
Yeah. That's a minor issue.
Kate brought in 3 Gleeful Sabotage, though.
Oh?
Oh?
If she could stop drawing Vines of the Vastwood.
And draw that one instead.
Then we'd be in for a game. However, I feel like James has just drawn the right stuff to slow her down just enough.
Yeah. You can also kill most of Katie's creatures at this point.
Well, you could try and kill the spider, doesn't really matter. You can firebolt a dude, but you've got 2 different Llanowar elves, a visionary and a spider you can't firebolt. So, does it hugely matter right now?
He should probably save his removal for when a bigger threat appears.
He is flame flashing up a number of spiders.
I'd allow this from Katie.
I wouldn't.
No?
No.
Hang on.
Because you're protecting it this time, and then he's got to have 2 more in his hand to actually get rid of the spider, because it is behind itself.
Oh, sure. You make him have another flame slash.
You're making him, which he can't cast this turn because Flame Slash is a sorcery. So now he just does it to do something else. Over what are you targeting, sir?
Is Firebolt instant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Hang on. We're going to find out what just happened. Because something weird has taken place. Lorna has straight up sprinted away from the room. So it looks like James has maybe cast and flashback a firebolt to kill the Penumbra Spider in response to the Vines of the Vastwood. Was it a cast and flashback firebolt?
Yeah. This is not what happened.
No.
Ugh. I walked out there, I was like, just tell me what happened. But yeah, that was pretty fair. Yep. Also, the pink note is indicating it is a copy of a Penumbra Spider.
Yeah.
Sadly, now in the graveyard. Damn it, now the mole drifters can drift on in.
What happened to the other one? There's another Flame Flash.
Yeah.
They can drift on in.
Just, ooh, hey!
It's this guy.
Bet you didn't wish you used 2 flame slashes on both of the sides of a firebolt to deal with a Penumbra Spider.
I wouldn't have brought in the Penumbra Spider. Clearly, it was the correct thing to do.
It was a solid choice.
Yeah. She did get bit into death with Mole Drifters the previous game, so...
Yeah, and you know, a replaceable 2/4 is pretty good. That's a thin for elves.
Oh, okay, crashing in. James has a 1/3. That can't do damage, and neither can the other 3. Kay's like, yep, sure, that's what that card says.
I hate fops.
They're so swingy.
Why wouldn't you block?
Because he's an idiot. Clearly. No
Why
offense
wouldn't
to
you
James.
attack with it then?
There's no reason to do any of the things that James is doing.
That's a forest.
Kay needs Gleeful Sabotage, not Forest. Gleeful Sabotage can kill the Cop Green, which you need to kill, and something else to gain you 5 life.
I feel like this is really unfortunate because she's drawn the right cards just out of sequence. Yep. She's at 4.
She's at 4. James's hand has a Flame Slash in it again.
A firebolt as well, I think. Did she just draw it?
No, that is...
Oh no, that's Well Wisher.
Well, we should.
Don't actually know how I know that.
Which would have been fantastic a couple turns ago. James is going to slow play here for BM.
This isn't Hearthstone. You can't just like do a bunch of other attacks.
And that's
Shall we
it.
bring them through?
That's the game. Yep. Do you want me to go get them?
Yeah.
Maybe I should move some of this McDonald's out the way.
Oh yeah. Not a sponsor.
There's a... Hang on. There's this dip.
Yeah, I don't mind.
A festive tomato dip, George.
I don't understand how tomatoes can be festive. Let's just fill it with all of the other McDonald's. Oh. Just standing in the way there. So, I'm going to have to try hard not to stuff food in my face. Yeah. Like I said, I feel like that game was just pure unlucky. Elves has a lot more play in it. Mulligan to 5. Firebolt on the turn 1 elf in game 2. Just didn't really have that momentum, that sort of velocity behind it. So, other fast food is available. Yeah, I just feel like that's purely what it happens, is you get to a point and you either make it or you don't. And unfortunately, Elves is very much a deck that requires a certain amount of momentum. Tron is much the same. We saw quite a lucky Ancient Stirrings off the top from a Bauble into a Tron land that he needed. Like, as someone who's played a fair amount of Tron, that does happen. You lose more games than you do. Hello! Come take a seat.
I shall come and scurry in the corner.
You can sit here if you want. Oh, you're going to scurry into the
I'm
corner.
going to scurry into
Away
the corner.
from the McDonald's that got delivered
Ooh.
recently.
McDonald's. Oh yeah, they do that
yeah.
on Uber Eats now, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, let me move my legs. Oh, this table has many legs. I cannot get myself underneath the table.
It's not the best table in the world. You should ideally be turned 90 degrees or whatever. So yeah, welcome. It's a very... It is actually a much closer matchup, but a mulligan to 5 in game 1.
Yeah, that wasn't the game.
Plus not quite getting there. Like, you could have used Branch Bender in a different way by animating one of the tapped lands, bouncing a different land, and then untapping the creature land.
Oh yeah, I could have done that.
I noticed it after it all happened, and I was like, oh wait, Alex was like, oh, you can totally use Quirion Ranger to untap all of the lands. And I was like, yes, but 2 of them will be in your hand.
So, yeah, but it's my first time ever playing
Yeah.
the deck. So
How are you enjoying it?
it was good fun.
Yeah, it's a good deck. There's a couple of different variants. Like, Alex has obviously got a different variant.
Yeah.
Alex wasn't sure. Get in, Alex. The table's moved.
Table. Oh, I can't.
There we go.
I've got
It's
legs.
an obstacle course.
Hello.
We were very impressed with the Penumbra Spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Absorbing like 12 removal spells.
Yeah, I was just like, these spiders
Flame
are hungry.
Roughly 500,000 damage.
Flame Slash.
It was like,
Oh.
Alex was like, I don't think I bought it in, and then it happened, and he was like, that's pretty fair. It's like,
Yeah.
just need
Good
these
against
Mole
Mole
Drifters to get through. I mean, they're basically your best win con. Like, in a matchup like that, like, it's actually
I
pretty
like
fair.
Crusher quite a lot.
Yeah, I mean, Crusher's fair, but Elves can also just throw Chod under it. It's
I
like,
mean,
holding off
there's only so
Mole
much
Drifters
shots
for a
you can
long
throw at
time.
it before.
That's 2.
That is 2 beats of Chod over 2 turns.
We were hoping that both Marauders would be out at the same time.
Oh yeah,
So we
when
just
you
have, like,
cast
the
yours,
white.
I almost went, oh, I've got that one, and I was like, oh no, don't tell him what the cards are in your hand. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I was just gonna go snap, but
Yeah. You didn't have a very good series of draws.
I had an extremely good series of draws.
yeah,
You
the
got
first
really
game you were
lucky
like,
with that Ancient
I'm not gonna
Spells.
get to Tron, and then you did, and I was like,
Yes, I did.
When you baubled into it and it gave you the Tron land.
And it put 4 lands that I didn't want on bottom of my library. Yeah, that was the best stirrings ever. You didn't
That's
see,
called
you didn't
playing
see
Tron.
Mm.
Like, Stirrings is God. It's either the reason you won the game or the reason you lost the game.
Earlier today, I had the worst stirrings ever. So
Mm-hmm.
only 13 I get the best one.
Worst stirrings are more common. I mean, I had a stirring the other day where I saw 5 coloured cards.
Nice.
And you're like, whoa.
In the Tron deck.
Oh, earlier today, I had
That's game 2.
I'll get this thing I don't need and put all of my win conditions on the bottom of my library.
Nice.
But yeah.
Sorry, you don't need Rolling Thunder anyway.
No.
I didn't need Rolling Thunder and 2 Fang Thingamajig Marauders.
Fangren.
Fangren?
Fangren.
Fangren?
Fangren.
Fangren?
Marauder!
I think it's supposed to be Fangren Marauder. Like,
It's
Fangren.
got fangs.
But
Wow.
everyone says Fangren.
Sure.
Fangren.
Fangren.
But yeah, that was super cool. I love elves.
Yeah, it was good
I
fun.
like elves.
Katie did ask why we were putting her on. And I was like, because
No!
it's punishment to Patrick and Colin for playing a 39.5-minute game.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was,
But
uh,
yeah, no,
Nairobi.
I was just kind of like,
I'm really hoping Ian won.
yeah. See, I got
I
the
did
bar in
play
the
a
second
similarly
round,
long
so-
game against Turbo Fog with Tron, where I had the only way I had to win
God.
was to let him like mill most of my deck and eventually have a lethal Rolling Thunder, like
Yeah.
from 15 to 0 with double Pyroblast backup. And if at any point he milled my second Pyroblast, I was dead.
You're dead.
Wow.
So yeah,
Yeah. You should watch, when the VOD goes live, watch the commentary of round 2. You
Yeah.
don't need to watch the match, because we do such a great job of telling you what's going on.
Oh, okay.
Which is
I'm
us just
sure you
trying
talk
to
about
identify
nothing but the
cards.
Magic game in front of you.
We do talk a lot
Also, if
mostly
you
about
could
that.
keep a tally of the number of times you say the words
Oubliette,
oubliette,
buyback,
buyback, zombie fish,
yeah, or it's the word fish.
the word fish.
They're the 3 big ones.
Oubliette
Because-
is a quality Magic card.
It is. It's really good when it gets played about 25 times in a game.
Wow. It's a lot.
Welcome to Capsize with buyback. Or,
Yeah.
every card's just his buyback. He could just Capsize buyback all of his lands. Buyback, buyback, buyback,
Capsize is a very fair and balanced magic card.
Also,
It
Not
is.
a mistakes principle.
I said the name Patrick about 5 times in one sentence. It was great.
Legitimately, I was saying like, wow, I don't know what you just said.
So have we established if there is there another round?
Yes.
Yes, there's a
There
round.
is. It's a 4-round tournament.
Yes.
Excellent. I was
It's
mistaken.
literally always 4 rounds.
Good.
Chris got it wrong.
Unless it's draft.
Yeah.
In which case it's 1.
Or there are 6 of you.
Yeah, the six, that's a little overstressed for 6 people.
Yeah.
I've run 4 round tournaments of 6 people.
Really?
Yeah.
I think
Person who gets to
Word doesn't
3-0.
know that.
Yeah, no, you do it on the other software. You also can't sanction it if it's under 8.
No, but you can run unsanctioned things to your word.
Yeah, you just run on the other stuff. It doesn't really matter. And you just run it, and it's like, okay, the person who's 3-0 at the end of it is like, why do I have to play? And it's like, because you have to earn your prizes. Young one.
If you're the only 3-0, better make that 4-0 for all the
Yeah.
stuff.
It's like, well then. He might be 3-1, so could you.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you both very much for being on stream.
Yes, thank you for having it. Wasn't as bad as what I thought. Because I was like, I've played this deck like in 1 game and then I got the buy. And it's just like,
I've
no,
played like
don't
a
make
game.
me play.
Oh, you got the buy!
Yeah, I got the buy.
Oh,
So I was like,
no.
oh god.
We got some pairings.
We do.
Sorry, we want Turbo Fog.
No, we really don't.
Yes, we do.
Oh no, Patrick didn't get revenged.
Am I being Patricked?
No.
No.
Where's... Oh, it's right at the bottom.
Right at the bottom. Yeah, because he's 2 losses and a bye, I think.
Yeah, who's that?
Luke. What's Luke playing?
I don't know.
Luke Harrison?
I haven't played him. You might be playing...
Turbo Fog versus Mystery Matchup?
Let's roll Turbo Fog versus Mystery Matchup.
Turbo Fog!
Technically, we should run the
he's
top
pla-
map.
I think he's playing Kiln Fiend's deck.
Done.
I think.
Oh, he is! He bought it off Will! He's playing Delver
Yeah.
Fiend!
That's it, yes.
This is going to be horrible.
Delver Fiend versus Turbo Fog!
Win on turn 2 or never win.
Matt just has to mulligan to Forest Fog.
Yeah!
Well then.
I hope you're settled in, guys.
Oh. With this perfect, I have an upcoming invitation for Pauper is the constructed event.
What?
What? What deck should I think about playing?
Why is Pauper the constructed event?
Because
Teachings.
they're
Blue black,
madmen.
blue black teachings or
Mono
elves is actually
white.
very good.
Mono white aggro.
What?
Legitimate. Like, you have all of like the 2-1s for 1, like the solid 2 like 2-2s, and like Bone Splitter, Mana Tithe, stuff like that. Like, you can actually play a super aggressive deck in that. You get Skyfisher, which is super good, but you also get like the Weaponsmith and a bunch of other stuff like that. And you got War Falcon, Savannah Lions, Elite Vanguard.
If we're being brutally honest, just play something with Delver in it. You can't lose.
Blue Red Delver is a really
Blue Red
good.
Delver. Just play the card Delver of Secrets, backed up by the card Lightning Bolt and Spell Pierce. And then you'll just win all the games.
Or you can play Blue Black Delver, which is a lot more controlling.
Did you
can
did
play
you
Mono
watch
Black.
our second? Did you watch
Well,
round 2?
Mono Black really struggles with other control decks because they have card draw, and you only have like Friction, Rage, Sign and Blood. They have Mystical Teachings and Brainstorm and Ponder and Preordain.
Mono Black is fine, but I think it would probably struggle to win.
That was super good.
That was amazing.
That is
That's
Matt. Would you do this? Because I've drunk too much.
You've drunk too much.
I've drunk like 5 bottles of water.